Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm actually doing something really different today. I'm doing like a proper sit down video. I wanted to film this. Mostly it's like documentation for me to look back on because I've got a big massive update, and I obviously have posted a vlog since January, but only one, and I was kind of on a roll with doing like my vlogmas and stuff, and like I know I don't have like a following to like track when I'm posting and when I'm not posting. Just for myself, I was just like, oh, it's a bit annoying that I stopped. Even though I don't have the following, I do still kind of want to do a bit of like an ease back in video. I did the vlog and now I'm going to do like a big update, so then all the future content that I post and all the vlogs and all the videos have a bit of context behind them. But mainly this is for me to look back on because so much has changed since I last posted in January. Back in November I actually started to think about applying for uni, and this has been something I've always thought about and always wanted to do, but I'm 19 now, so I've like taken technically 2 gap years. That's not really how it's fallen for me. So I went to college straight after high school and I completed a year in college. You're obviously meant to do 2, but I left after the first year and did an apprenticeship. That then meant that I didn't start uni at the same time as everyone else. Everyone else in my year started in 2024. I was still doing my apprenticeship till 2025, so I couldn't have started then anyway. But then when my apprenticeship finished, I was like, what the hell am I doing? I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was like, I'm so confused. I had no real like drive and plan. There was one subject that I was really into in school, and then I kind of wanted to do something with it, but it's such a niche, narrow subject that if I got a degree in it, I'd have to be sure that I know what I wanted to do, if that makes sense. At the end of 2024, before my apprenticeship ended, I thought, I'm going to pre-plan here and I'm going to just apply for unis. This was based off this one subject, which was RE, that I really enjoyed. I had no idea what I wanted to do with it, but all I know is that I loved the subject. I ended up getting into Met, which was the only one I got into because I dropped out of my college a year in. I on paper have 1 A-level, and then I've got my level 3 apprenticeship, which doesn't really mean much to unis. I was like, oh my god, this is a lot. Am I going to move away from home? Blah blah blah. I didn't know what I was doing. I live like an hour and a half on the train away from Manchester, so I would have had to move. I couldn't have commuted. The other unis I applied to, I'd much rather have gone to. It was like, Glasgow has always been my top choice. I remember writing down on a piece of paper, I don't know how old I would have been, like 13, 14, down a 5-year plan on a piece of paper. I was one of them kids. My 5-year plan contained going to the University of Glasgow. I didn't apply for any of the other ones in Glasgow, like Strathclyde or University of the West of Scotland or Caledonia. Didn't bother. Just applied for Glasgow, didn't get in obviously. I kept on thinking, what the hell am I going to do? Because I didn't really want to go to Met, didn't really want to do RE in philosophy. When my apprenticeship finished, I actually ended up getting a job in Starbucks, working part-time. When I tell you that was the best decision I ever made, still work there now. This was nearly a year ago I got the job. My plan was to work part-time, decide what I wanted to do about uni, and then go if I wanted to or not go. But I loved Starbucks so much. 1, I didn't want to leave Starbucks. 2, I didn't want to leave my family just to go an hour up the road, like, so I sacked it off. All in the meantime, I have started online A-level because I was panicking that I'm not getting into any unis other than Met. I was doing A-level psychology, which was again so interesting, really difficult, and I actually wouldn't recommend doing an online A-level. Then it got to November last year, and everyone was like applying to unis and everything. If I did decide to pick my dream place, where's the one place in the world I want to move on my own and happily move, it'd be Glasgow. So I was like, oh, and I thought, do you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna apply. And I didn't tell anyone. Met, Liverpool, 2 different courses at the Uni of Glasgow, and then Edinburgh as kind of like a buffer option if I didn't get into Glasgow. These other unis in Glasgow were not crossing my mind at this point. Probably about 5 days after I'd applied, University of Glasgow got back to me. I didn't get in. So that night that I found out about this, panicked, and I went on to check if I could change one of my options. Luckily I could. Changed my option of Liverpool to Strathclyde, which is even more in Glasgow city centre than Glasgow uni. I applied for psychology as well, by the way. I don't know if I said, because I found the A-level that I was doing really interesting. Anyway, I applied for Strathclyde, found out I didn't get into Edinburgh. I got into Met, I actually got in with an unconditional, and then I actually found out that I got into Strathclyde. It was conditional, however, I just needed a certificate, which I had. It was my BTEC from my A-level. And you girls going to live in Glasgow. Still at Starbucks, still love it. I'm actually assistant manager now. I ate that shit right up. That's my big update, and has kind of sunk in a bit more now. We actually went to view accommodations and everything. I've picked my accommodation. I'm not staying in student halls. Well, I am. It's student accommodation, but it's actually a studio flat. It's with a company called Student Roost. I do feel ready now. Even if you're in your second year of college, I've got into uni, I don't know if I really want to go. Don't go. Hold it off for a year, but always keep it in the back of your mind. Don't just disregard it and decide not to go. If it's something you think you might want, keep it there, but don't just go for the sake of it. I feel like you'll know if it's right for you. And I knew last year that wasn't necessarily the right choice for me. And it's fine to take a gap year, it's fine to take 2, 3, 4 gap years. My mum didn't go to uni till after she'd had me, and she had me when she was 38. I don't know, don't put too much pressure on yourself. Anyway, I'm going to stop going on about it now because I feel like I've done the update. Hey, I am currently editing this video and I have made an error. I've basically gotten rid of the whole haul that I was going to give you at the end of this video. So I did show you everything that I've bought so far for uni, but I've accidentally deleted the clip. I didn't actually outro this video till after that clip, so obviously that's gone too. So I just wanted to say thank you if you watched. I know this probably wasn't very interesting, but it was a bit more for like me to ever like look back on. I really hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all next time for a brand new video. Bye.